I'm Joey Bridges.
I'm Jamie Bridges.
Yes, we're twins. Alright, so here we go. What we wanted to start doing is giving you an update of kind of what's happening on a weekly basis. Would you say, James?
Very simply, weekly, what's going on, what you should do, what to be looking for, what's annoyed us.
Yeah, actually, what's annoyed us may be a frequent topic. So here we go. What I wanted to talk about this week. Now, I was out doing a couple training seminars this week, and here's what it just amazes me what I find when I'm talking with agents on whether it's social networking training or internet or how to do it. Agents are still depending on one system for their entire business, and the vast majority in the conversations I had this week were still depending on their referral base. Now, there's nothing wrong with referrals, James. I like referrals.
No, I like referrals too. I just think as far as depending on one, when real estate's unpopular to talk about, when there's a lot of negativity out there, people don't want to talk about it at parties. They don't want to talk about, hey, you know, if their home hasn't gained any equity or if there's anything new to buy. So it's very seldomly spoken about, and if it's seldomly spoken about, you're not going to be getting any referrals or any fresh leads because it's not cool.
No, and so here's the thing. No matter what you're looking at doing right now, what you're looking at doing something new, and by the way, what I loved is when I talked to agents and I had a few conversations with things. Terrible year last year, and I said, so what are you going to change? They said, probably nothing. I said, then you're going to have a worse year. So you got to change something, and you have to have at least 4 systems producing you leads every month. The 4 systems have to fit your personality, but I just want everyone I want you to look at that and what you can do in your business in order to do that, because it amazes me when that's kind of what I experienced this week, James, when I was out and about.
No, and the bottom line is I was on the phone most of this week talking to people from everywhere, from Pennsylvania to Illinois to Florida, all across this great country. I was speaking to people, and what I found is that generally people want to change. It's just they're not sure what to change. But I'll tell you what, if you sit there and hope something's going to change, it's not going to happen.
That's what we call the hope business model.
Yeah, the hope business model. The hope business model rarely works out. And what I've been trying to encourage people to do is, hey, look, just pick one new thing to do. Yes, 4 marketing systems would be the best. But just try putting one new one in. Whether you want to say, hey, look, I'm going to master expired listings. Don't worry about Visibles for now. Try and master that and get good at that. Give yourself, 45, 60, 90 days to get good at that and master that as a system before you start going on. I find most people are getting so overwhelmed, they just don't do anything.
So don't get overwhelmed. Another thing, too, if you have a website right now, if it's not producing you leads right now, you have a serious problem. You have a bill, not a website. And here's another thing. And by the way, James was having all those conversations for free as part of our 20-minute marketing analysis program. So you can find that actually here at the blog or over on our website. So that's at 3deals45days.com with the numbers in place there. And just register for a time slot. But here's the thing. You have to have tracking, and you have to have someone. Even I talk to James on what's going on. You have to be able to have, and now you track with Google Analytics, and so do all our people, but you have to have a way to find out what's working, what's not in your website, because it may not work day 1, but it better start working by day 30, 40, 50, 90. You shouldn't be spending 3 years and getting no leads, correct?
No, you shouldn't be spending, I think farming is probably one of the most, farming's probably one of the most things people are too patient with. I've been only doing it for a year. A year, man. I hope you knocked out a serious volume of listings. Really have to tie in, hey, what you're doing online with what you're doing offline. That means, hey, if you send a postcard out or you send a letter out, track the headline, track the date, so you can write it down, then you can compare it with your reporting tool. I'm a big fan of Google Analytics, and then you can say, hey, look, I sent out this date, how many people came back to my website, how many people opted in, because then you can keep doing what's working. If you're not tracking it, even just on a simple piece of paper, you're wasting your money.
Yeah, so spend a little, I would invite you to spend a little bit of time tracking so that your hard-earned money is well spent. All right, on behalf of James, I'm Joey Bridges. See how you take your systems to the next level, and we look forward to speaking on one of our 20-minute market analysis calls. Have a great day.